Good evening and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, June 30th, 2011. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, the Tullahoma City Board has approved a $23.2 million budget for the upcoming year. A committee charged with overseeing construction of Coffee County's new jail voted to recommend that the new jail not be built on the site of the existing jail. And a head-on crash on Highway 55 kills 2 adults and an unborn child. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6.
Announcing a huge real estate auction in Tullahoma, Tennessee to settle the estate of Toby Fanning Sr. 9 single-family homes, 1 duplex, 2 5-unit apartment buildings, 1 20,000-foot industrial building on 3.8 acres, all selling on Saturday, July 23rd at 10 a.m. on the site of the warehouse building, which is located at 960 South Anderson Street in Tullahoma, Tennessee. These are all excellent income properties. Almost all of them have central heat and air that was recently installed. Almost all the residences come with a stove and refrigerator. The properties are all well located and are in good condition. Some have tenants that have lived in the same unit for up to 17 years. The 2 5-unit apartment buildings are located next to each other. They are 1 and 2 bedroom units in really good condition. The industrial building has 4 long-term tenants. It is a good building in an excellent location. It is partially fenced and has a total of 3.87 acres. It's been a long time since so many excellent income properties have been offered at auction in Tullahoma. Call Harold Seagroves at 931-684-5605 for more details and make an appointment to look at these properties.
Tullahoma Drug has a gift for keeping well. You know about prescriptions, but there's so much more to tell. There's a gift for all occasions, for body, soul, and mind. Cards to show you care, gifts to show your kind. There are remedies and recipes and treats, you'll want to eat them. Stacks of books from famous cooks and spectacles to read them. Shades and frames, puzzles, games, dishes, plates, and mugs. We're a Tullahoma treasure. We are Tullahoma Drug.
Tullahoma Surgery Center is Tullahoma's newest and most complete surgical healthcare facility. The center combines state-of-the-art surgical care with efficient, affordable, and community-based outpatient service. The staff is committed to providing the highest quality care in a warm, personalized setting. The goal is to deliver excellent care and make your visit a pleasant experience. Tullahoma Surgery Center, the area's premier surgery center dedicated to outpatient surgery.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen approved on third and final reading a $23.2 million budget for the city Monday night. The budget does not require any new taxes and includes $250,000 for a new roof at Robert E. Lee Elementary School, as well as reserves for paving projects later in the fiscal year. In other action, the board reappointed Alderman James Eads to the Duck River Utility Commission and selected Andy Nelius to serve on the Tullahoma Utilities Board. Nelius edged out former TUB board member and former Tullahoma Mayor Steve Cope for that position. That meeting was broadcast live here on Charter Channel 6 and will be replayed several times over the next 2 weeks at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we might add.
A committee charged with overseeing the construction of Coffee County's next jail voted to recommend that the new jail not be built on the site of the existing jail. Instead, the committee voted to recommend a site on Hillsborough Boulevard. Members of the committee cited a belief that a new jail built on the Hillsborough Boulevard site would be less expensive for the county in the long run due to lower anticipated staffing costs. The committee also expressed concerns that a new jail built on the existing site would not be guaranteed certification, and that building on the building on the current site would take significantly longer due to the need to keep prisoners in the existing jail while maintaining court operations at the county's Justice Center. Building new capacity at the current site could also result in the need for as many as 10 to 20 new jailers. County Commissioner Chris Burr, the chairman of the committee, estimated that if a jailer's annual pay averaged around $30,000 a year, 10 new jailers would cost the county about $300,000 a year, a figure which could easily enter into the millions after a few years. Dissenting from the opinion of the majority was County Commissioner Rush Bricken, who expressed concerns that moving the jail and eventually the Justice Center from downtown could result in unintended effects on the local economy, since the Justice Center is one of Manchester's largest employers. Committee members agreed with Bricken that a public hearing on the question of moving the jail should be held at 5 p.m. July 12th prior to the next meeting of the full commission, which will vote on the County Advisory Committee's recommending its meeting following that hearing.
A head-on car crash in Tullahoma killed 2 adults and an unborn child Sunday night. According to Tullahoma police reports, a car driven by a 23-year-old Manchester man was traveling eastbound in the westbound lanes of Highway 55 when it struck a vehicle westbound on the highway around 11:30 Sunday night. Jason Vance, age 32, and Angela Reese, age 25, both from Tullahoma, died at the scene of the accident. Reese's unborn child also died. Another passenger in the vehicle driven by Vance was injured. Knock Fan, the driver of the eastbound car, was also injured. Crews from the Tullahoma and Manchester Fire Departments worked to free the victims. Charges resulting from the fatal crash will likely be filed against Fan. The accident is under investigation by the Tullahoma Police Department.
A new radio station is coming to town to serve Tullahoma and Shelbyville. Representatives from the Great South Wireless attended the Tullahoma Monthly Chamber Coffee on Tuesday and shared some information about the project.
The next thing I want to talk about is really an exciting thing for not only Copers but also for Tullahoma. And this would not have come about had I not received a cooperative effort from Jody Bals's group and all of the codes and planning group. I approached them back in January about doing some things upstairs, and we worked with them on some requirements that need to be done. With that door opening, that allowed us to explore different businesses for upstairs. So with that said, I want to thank Jody and Richard Chastain and Bob Burns and Richard Stein for their help and the rest of the coach group as well, because as a result of that, there's a group out of Birmingham called Great South Wireless, and it is a group that owns several radio stations, and they want to set up shop here in Tullahoma. So this building is going to become their broadcast center for a Tullahoma and Shelbyville radio station. And I'm not going to steal the thunder for the general sales manager, Mike Self, who has come up from Huntsville to talk to you about it more.
Hey guys, thanks for having us. We're proud to be here. We started this venture about a year ago, and about 6 months ago we got real in a hurry to find an office space. Mark helped us out, so we're proud to be here. We should be a great addition to the other radio stations and TV stations around town, and we hope to be a good partner. Thanks for having us.
Ed Hogue from the Tullahoma Kiwanis Club also briefed chamber members on the 4th of July fireworks show coming up this weekend.
Just want to remind everybody about the Kiwanis Club Independence Day celebration that's this Friday night, July 1 at the airport. This is year 42 for us to be putting this on, so everybody's pretty much familiar with it. The gates will open at 3 p.m. Be sure to wear sunscreen, light cool clothing, because it's really going to be hot. You may want to bring umbrellas too, out for rain here. We will have static displays. We have more concessions this year than we've had in the past. And yes, we do have porta potties. You got to have those. The air show begins at 6 p.m. and then following that, we have a group from Nashville called Knowing Me, Knowing You. Nashville's authentic tribute to ABBA. I have seen these guys. They're incredible. You're really going to enjoy this. And then it'll culminate with fireworks on or about until 9 o'clock. So I want to wish everybody, and admission is free. So please come out and enjoy it. And that's pretty much it. Thanks.
And stay with us. More Newsleader on 6 is coming up right after these messages.
Hello, this is J.D. Oliver from the Smokehouse on Mount Eagle Mountain. Me and my sisters Nancy and Betsy would like to thank you all for your continued support. This year we're celebrating our 50-year anniversary at the Smokehouse. In conjunction with our 50-year celebration, we are bringing Music on the Mountain every Saturday night, 7 p.m. till 10 p.m., featuring the best of Nashville. We have had some wonderful singers, hit songwriters, and Nashville's rising stars have taken the stage. Come out this Saturday night and every Saturday night through the end of the year. Make it a date night or bring the whole family. Help us celebrate 50 years in the community. Music on the Mountain is free every Saturday night at Jim Oliver's Smokehouse.
Hey, this is Sean Mayer. I'd like to invite everybody out to the Smokehouse every Saturday night for great music and awesome food.
Thank you very much, y'all.
Here at Russell Barnett Kid, we do not have any dancing hamsters, nor do we have any sock monkeys, but we do have the guaranteed lowest price on all new Kias. Come by and check out this all-new 2010 Sporty Kia Soul for $17,995. Or check out this new redesigned 2011 Kia Sportage. No sock monkeys, no dancing hamsters, just guaranteed low prices here at Russell Barnett Kia. My question is, why buy anywhere else?
Welcome back. A reception in the honor of Tullahoma City Manager Jody Baltz was held Monday night prior to the meeting of the Tullahoma Board of Mayor and Aldermen. Channel 6's Andrew Todd brings us this video.
A while ago, Debbie Graham came up to me and said, you know, I think we ought to nominate Jody Baltz for City Administrator of the Year. Actually, City Manager of the Year is what the official award is. And I said, well, what's Jody done lately? You know? Well, she listed about, I don't know, half a dozen things, and I said, yeah, but what's he done specifically for Tullahoma lately? So she listed another couple of dozen things. I think it's incredible. If you look at the things that have gone on in this city, you can attribute it a large part to what Jody has done. We all share that, but the spearhead to it quite often is Jody. You look at anything from public works. He understands that stuff. Apparently in his past he's worked in those areas quite a bit, and he talks the language, and he doesn't just parrot the language, he knows what it means. When we talk finances, city law, if you talk about you know, even things over in planning and codes, for example, right now he is generously bailing us out in the planning and codes department. And as a result of this work there, I've got to tell you, right now, we have got greatly enhanced, improved relationships with a lot of the folks in the building community. He's just doing a wonderful job. And a small token of our appreciation is this little plaque. Jody, if you wouldn't mind coming up and receiving it. It's congratulations to Jody Baltz for the 2011 TCMA City Manager of the Year Award. But the bottom it says, and it's true, we appreciate you every year, not just.
Well, I just wanted to say two things. First, I'd like to recognize my wife, if she's still here. She had to dash out. All right. And I guess I won't be recognized.
I still appreciate it, but she's not.
But I want to tell you another funny story is and I was telling Alderman Sandlin about it. The conference where it was being held was also, it just so happened, it was being held where the TSSAA board was meeting. And so so I looked on the marquee and I said, you know, Coach Mathis might be at this meeting or whatever. So I didn't, you know, and so, but it was an afternoon or evening meeting. So anyway, we were coming out of the lobby, and apparently he was able to kind of peek inside during the awards banquet, and but I think he was wearing Bermudas and maybe flip-flops, I'm not sure. So he didn't stay long. And but one of the guys that's on the board with him was basically dogging saying, now I just don't understand how you can get an award given the board you've got. And so Jerry just kind of leaned back like that, and I said, well, it's because we get good guidance. But it is a pleasure, you know, to work in this city. Every day is different. That's why city management is a great career, and so I love it. I mean, some days are diamonds and some are stones. But we have a great community and good folks. So it's a pleasure to be here, and I'll tell my wife about the ceremony.